My name is Melody and I am a Kaigai or overseas idol based in British Columbia, Canada. My music, of course, is inspired by Japanese pop, and elements from other Japanese music is just something I take a lot of inspiration from. I have been learning music and studying music since my early childhood, and it's something I incorporate into my identity as a performer, and I also take great pride in writing my own music and lyrics and releasing it. My music tends to have very experimental sounds, and I'll take a try writing pretty much anything as long as it's something which inspires and resonates with me. So I am inspired by seeing my favorite idols. A big favorite of mine is a Japanese idol group called Fruit Zipper. I have discovered them in 2023, just shortly a year after their debut, and in the few years they've been active, they've come such a far way, and it inspires me to work hard too. I adore their music, and I just love the amount of variety they can incorporate into their styles. I think it's really impressive, and that's something that I seek to incorporate in my own career as well. So my first performance was a really small local music event in Victoria, and I would consider that to be still in my pre-debut era, even though it was a performance. I would do a lot of events like those, but the problem with them was, even though I was gaining experience and I was refining my craft, there weren't people who know much about J-pop and have a lot of experience with it like I do. But then I got into what I would consider my debut performance, which was at an event called Idol Fest in Richmond. And I can only describe Idol Fest as magical and surreal. Everything about it just felt like the day my dream came true. Right now, I am talking to you from the AMS Student Nest at the University of British Columbia. The event we are at right now is called Pop-Up Hanami. It is a cherry blossom, smaller, one-day themed convention. It is obviously going through a lot of creative process with the members of the UBC Anime Club who organized this, and we can also see this by just seeing the decorations around the venue and the amount of passion that was put into the performances and all the artists in the artist alley and everything they've used to maintain the space. It seems that everybody really knows everybody here, and everybody is here to have a good time and support each other. Interacting with other idols has been such an interesting experience because I find we often have such a connection. A lot of them have had different experiences with me as a performer. I know a lot of people who have had bad stage fright, but I personally have the opposite of stage fright. I'd be more nervous if I couldn't perform for a while. A thing I incorporate into all of my performances usually is the meet and greet, which the Japanese term for this is bupan. They usually take place after the performances. We will usually have our merchandise being sold, which goes to support the idols and their activities directly, and then the fans can talk with their idol and get to know each other better. One thing which you'll commonly see at these meet and greets is the cheki, which just means Polaroid, and it's a special Polaroid which the fan and the idol take together, and then the idol will sign it and draw on it and give it to the fan to take home. I would say that overall, being an idol and discovering this career and this passion is something which has just made me so much happier in like every single aspect of my life. Every morning I can wake up knowing I have something that's calling my name. I have a passion, I have something that I can take on, and that's just the most amazing feeling in the world, is feeling such a strong sense of belonging. I want people to know that if you have an ambition which means a lot to you, you should pursue it. A lot of people are afraid that they will fail, but I think it would be worse to not try at all and automatically fail than to get into it where you only have a chance of failing. The only way to guarantee that you fail is if you don't try it.